The hardest part is over. All right. Teammate, that was really good. Well done. All right. Good morning, families and friends, staff members, and most importantly, our 8th graders from Team A. During this morning's ceremony, we will celebrate and highlight our resilient 8th graders and give them the recognition they so aptly deserve. Our ceremony will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a welcome message from our Galvin Middle School principal, Miss Webb, and then a performance from our 8th grade chorus ensemble, and a smattering of awards in between, and ending with our moving on certificates. We hope this ceremony is a positive milestone for our moving on 8th grade students and families. And at this time, we would like to invite all those that are able to please stand and as we pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. If you can have a seat as I welcome up to this stage, she's already here, but to the podium, our principal, Mrs. Webb.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Team A. How are you? You're all transfixed by these photos, I can tell. They're beautiful. I hope you're enjoying the slideshow. Our students actually, this is part of their yearbook project this year. So we're really glad to have it playing for our presentation today. But welcome, everybody. It is an absolute honor to stand before you today as we celebrate this remarkable class and their achievements. To all of the students, parents, caregivers, teachers, and the entire Galvin Middle School community, thank you for joining us for this very special occasion. To our extraordinary 8th grade students, I want to begin by acknowledging what a privilege it has been to witness your journey during our shared time here at the Galvin. You are truly, and I say this honestly, among the finest classes that I've ever been a principal for. You'll hear that sentiment, I think, from many of your teachers, many of the other adults in the building, and the entire community. Your exemplary leadership, kindness, collaboration, and civic-mindedness have set a standard for future classes to aspire to. In the aftermath of a disrupted 5th grade year due to COVID shutdowns, and a disrupted 6th grade year, if we're honest, you've thrived, you've shown resilience in a way that gives hope to all of the adults who work with you. Your ability to adapt and excel under difficult circumstances and to maintain your spark and curiosity speaks volumes about your character and your determination. Your leadership has been evident in so many areas, whether it's in the arts where you've dazzled us with your creativity and talent, or in academics where your dedication and hard work have shown through, or on the athletic fields where you've demonstrated teamwork and sportsmanship. And during experiences like your 8th grade trip to Washington, D.C., or those of you who went to Quebec, you've exemplified curiosity and a willingness to learn about the world around you, which is so important moving forward. Even in recent celebratory events, including Chaos on the Common yesterday, your spirit of camaraderie and joy has been a true highlight that has been noticed by everybody. In the town of Wakefield, you are known as a group of students who are committed to making improvements in the world around you. Looking at you, I see students who have started clubs, who have taken up small or large issues to try to make the Galvin and our community a better place, and it's been noticed. Your engagement and enthusiasm for your studies bring a special energy to our building, making it a joy to teach and to lead you. As you move on to high school, know that the high school staff is eagerly awaiting your arrival. They've heard all about you, and they are excited to welcome students who bring such a high level of engagement and joy to their education. To all of the parents and caregivers who are here, your unwavering support has been instrumental in your children's success. You've navigated these challenging adolescent years with grace and dedication, even if it didn't feel like it at times. I was thinking of the quote, which is a bit of a cliche to those of us who are parents, but is so true that I think of it often. The days are long, but the years are short. That quote resonates deeply on a day like today as we reflect on how quickly time flies for our students and for ourselves. I invite you to reflect on the millions of small and big ways that you, as parents and guardians, supported this class to get to this stage today. A ceremony and a moving on moment like this is a marker in time, but all of the small moments that lead up to it create the significance of today. The lunches you packed, the permission slips you rushed to the building at the last minute, the heartaches that you consoled, and yes, even the times you helped your children take ownership of and learn from a mistake or a misstep, sometimes in Mr. Tetralt's office, sometimes in mine. All of those moments, whether they were mundane or felt painful at the time, all of them built the students that you see before you today and prepared them for success in high school and beyond. So thank you for your commitment, for cheering on your children through every milestone, and for partnering with us here at the school to create an environment where they can flourish. So students, as you embark on the next chapter of your educational journey, remember that the foundation you've built here at the Galvin is very strong. Carry forward the lessons you have learned, the friendships you have made, and the values you have upheld. Continue to be the leaders and the kind-hearted individuals, the collaborators, the civic-minded leaders and citizens that you have proven to be in your short time here. And always remember to do the right thing and take care of one another. Congratulations to this 8th grade class. We are incredibly proud of you, and we cannot wait to see all of the amazing things you will achieve in high school and beyond. Thank you all for being here.
Over the past 4 years, you may have heard us mention our I Care core values. So many of our students have consistently demonstrated our core values of excellence within the classroom. And for a brief moment, zooming from home. If a student's day at the Galvin could be represented by an elaborate piece of artwork, our specialist classes would no doubt be the amazing color of that artwork, bringing it to life. For this part of our ceremony, we would like to recognize many of the Team A students who have given their all to their specialist subjects day in and day out. We will start with the music department, which is made up of Mr. Riley, Miss Bowen, Mr. Morell, and Ms. Demento. The countless hours of rehearsals and lessons have clearly paid off, as this 8th grade class has some incredible musicians. Please welcome to this podium our music department.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm speaking on behalf of Ms. Bowen, Mr. Riley, and myself, Mr. Morell. So this year's Director's Award for Orchestra honors outstanding middle school orchestra students, their achievements, and their commitment to the orchestra. This year's award goes to a student who has been a leader in their class for years. She's a humble person whose hard work and perseverance speaks for itself. She has been diligently studying with a private teacher for years now, and has been a reliable member of the orchestra. Her passion and hard work this year have earned her a spot in the high school honors string ensemble next year. The Director's Award for Orchestra goes to Ellie Wagner. Next one. Right there. Perfect. There we go. The Director's Award for Chorus honors outstanding middle school vocal students, their achievements, and their commitment to musical excellence in choral singing. Our two recipients are vocalists in the 8th grade chorus and two members of the 8th grade of the GMS Chamber Chorus. Next year, as freshmen, they will be members of the WHS Chamber Singers. Throughout their time at Galvin, they have consistently exhibited responsibility, dedication, preparedness, teachability, and musicality. Their teachers consistently look at them as musical leaders in our ensembles. This year's Director's Award for Chorus go to Max Levine and Gabby Marceau. The Director's Award for Band honors outstanding middle school band students, their achievement and commitment to the band. This person has been both a member of the concert band and jazz band as an alto saxophone player. In addition, they were members of the high school Warrior Marching Band. They have an exceptional work ethic in and out of the band room, and they will continue on next year as a member of the Wakefield High School Marching Band and Wind Ensemble next year at Wakefield High School. This year's recipient is Jay Burns. And the Team A Outstanding Musician Award goes to an 8th grade student that has been mastering their vocal and instrumental skills inside and outside of the classroom. During their time at Galvin, this student excelled in band, jazz band, chorus, chamber chorus, drama, winter percussion, and high school marching band. For the last 2 years, she has been accepted into the Northeast Junior District Honors Chorus. She has an exceptional work ethic and sets the tone with their preparation and professionalism. They will continue next year as a member of the WHS Concert Band, Treble Choir, Winter Percussion Ensemble, and Warrior Marching Band. This year's recipient is Aiden Baronato.
All right. Up next is our fabulous art department, made up of Mrs. Seveny and Mrs. Whalen. Both of these staff members have inspired creativity and artistic talent in many of our 8th graders, even with many of our students here who don't think they had an eye for art. This was quite evident during our Visual Performing Arts Week when we had a chance to look at their magnificent works of art from our 8th graders, and we have a new addition when we had a resident come in our main office, so our main office lobby. So if you ever see that over there, there's a huge collage that they worked on. It was awesome. So now we will present the 8th grade Visual Art Awards for Team A.
Good morning. My name is Mrs. Seveny, and I'm speaking on behalf of myself and Mrs. Whalen. This year's art awards go to students who care deeply about their artwork and who worked consistently to grow and improve. They are talented, motivated, hardworking artists who create artwork both inside and outside of their art classes. These students have earned this recognition with their continued dedication to the visual arts over the last 4 years, and we look forward to seeing what they'll do in the future. It has truly been a pleasure to have them in our classes. Congratulations to Clara Thomas, Ruby Thomas, and Izzy Fanjoy.
Our science, technology, engineering, and math courses, or more commonly called our STEM classes, have had our students learning about the design process through hands-on projects all year long. Engaging projects like the creation of our CO2 race cars, prototypes made by 3D printers, upcycling and creating robotic arms, and coding digital sphero balls are just a snapshot of the units covered this year. We welcome Mr. Hansen and Mr. Stoper, our STEM teachers, to present the Excellence Awards in Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math.
Hi, I'm Mr. Hansen, speaking on behalf of myself and Mr. Stopa. The students getting the STEM award have an unmistakable passion for the engineering and design worlds. Our awards winners were methodical, reflective, and sought to improve their growing design skills. They worked fluidly and thoroughly through every problem presented to them, and their solutions openly displayed their knowledge, mental stamina, and desire to improve the world around them. Both myself and Mr. Stopa are confident that these students will continue to contribute to the ever-evolving world of science, technology, engineering, and just a little bit of math. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors and encourage you to keep asking questions and finding solutions. Congratulations to Ruby Thomas, Grace Haley, and Daniel Mirabella Moore.
Some of the biggest changes occurred during the middle school years, and our health department has spent the past 4 years guiding and exploring these changes with our 8th graders. They have completed activities on body systems, group projects on healthy ways to deal with stress and anxiety, and our health teachers have set the students up with strategies for healthy alternative habits that can carry into their adulthood. Our health department is made up of Mrs. Tarnas and Mr. Georgette. However, they are teaching, which is what happens sometimes here in the school. And so on behalf of the health department, I will be presenting the awards. And so this year's health awards are presented to students who showed a passion and understanding for health. Each student selected was diligent in their work, brought enthusiasm to class, and thrived for a deeper understanding of the health curriculum. These students advocated for the importance of the health topics covered, excelled in class above expectations, and were a pleasure to work in the classroom. We wish them the best, and they will be missed. Congratulations to Kevin Fabry and Juliet McGurdy. Some of the best memories students talk about are had in the gymnasium and outdoor fields during phys ed class. Over the past 4 years, students have been able to shift from the younger games and elementary skills to the more advanced gameplay of various team sports and personal lifelong fitness. Our phys ed staff has challenged the students to push themselves to the next step in their personal fitness and athleticism while balancing classes with a stress-free, fun environment. Our phys ed staff are made up of Ms. Pisano, Mrs. Stevenson, Mr. Valancourt, and Mr. Lawrence. And up next to present the Physical Education Awards is our phys ed staff, who are off stage.
Good morning. The first award we're going to present today is our Physical Education Award. This award goes to a student who always demonstrates a positive attitude, is always helpful, and a go-to kid in class. They demonstrate leadership consistently and always give us their best effort. Physical Education Award for Team A goes to Paige Erickson. Our second award is our Scholar Athlete Award. This is a student who demonstrates excellence not only in athletics, but also in the classroom. They consistently demonstrate our core values and are a great example for their classmates as well as their teammates. Scholar Athlete Award for Team A is Will Robertson. It takes a long time to get up there.
Learning a foreign language takes dedication, a growth mindset, and a lot of repetition. Our world language teachers have provided students with engaging opportunities to learn about the Spanish and French cultures while guiding the students through their understanding of the Spanish and French languages. Students have explored these subjects through conversations in class, reading authentic texts written in the target language, and listening to native-speaking audio-video clips as students mastered these language skills. Please welcome our World Language Department, which is made up of Mrs. DeGray, Mrs. Pacheco, Mrs. Marquis, Mrs. Festa, and Miss Metcalf, our World Language teachers, who will present the World Language Awards.
Buenos dias, bonjour. The World Language Department is thrilled to recognize the outstanding achievement of these amazing students. These dynamic students consistently give their best effort to improve their language skills and expand their cultural knowledge. They understand that the lessons from French and Spanish classes go beyond the walls of the classroom, that world languages are the key to breaking barriers, building bridges, and connecting with the world around them. For these reasons, I'm proud to present the World Language Awards for French to Annabeth Gorel, for Spanish to Max Levine, Gabby Marceau, and Will Robertson.
Okay. I think we're going to need at this time, we're going to welcome our talented 8th grade chamber chorus who will be performing For Good from the popular musical Wicked. And if you're on Team A and you're a part of this ensemble, please make your way on up. I think it's fitting that this song is from the musical we all saw in New York. In 7th grade.
No, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've
for we pine. So much of me is made from what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have written mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind off the sea, like a seed dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you,
Because I knew you.
I have been changed for good. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for. But then I guess we know there's blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better. Because I knew you.
Because I knew you.
Because I knew you, I have been changed for
That was so good. All right, sorry. Okay, here we go. Our next awards will come from the Team A teachers, and they will recognize students that have brought enthusiasm, a positive spirit, and relentless effort day in and day out this year. After their team awards, each teacher from the team will honor students for their excellence in their respected subjects for what they teach. We will begin with ELA. This is a test for the teachers, actually. We'll begin with ELA, then math, followed by science, and end with social studies. After the subject-specific awards, the team will hand out the Team A-based Team Recognition Awards. I'd like to welcome up at this time whoever is presenting for the Team A.
Okay, hi, welcome. My name is Brandon Johnson. I have the privilege of teaching math to Team A, and I have just loved working with this really great group of students. But now it's not the Math Award, it is the award for the most consistent effort on all subjects. So here we go. To state the obvious, middle school is difficult. The pace is just a blur, especially in 8th grade. There are 4 MCAS tests. There is so much content, so many electives, so many teachers, so much growing up to do, and so much to get ready for. Under the best possible circumstances, it can still seem all too much and a little unfair. And everyone here has had challenges. Some seen, some unseen, some common, some not so, but all personal, and you all made it through. To this student's great credit, she was always optimistic, always hardworking, always friendly, always just her wonderful self. To do all that takes a poise and a grace beyond her years. Please join all the Team A teachers in congratulating Catalina.
Every day here at the Galvin, our morning announcements end with the phrase, do the right thing and take care of one another. To be conscientious means you strive to do the right thing. This student in particular has taken this message to heart and truly embodies the word conscientious. Across all content areas, he has proven his character by giving his best effort at all times. Every day he has a smile on his face. He works hard not only to do his best, but to help others do their best as well. He is respectful and kind, and we want him to know that his effort did not go unnoticed this year. This year's Team A Most Conscientious Award goes to David Portillo Soto.
Good morning. My name is Chris Souza, Team A science teacher. This year's Team A Spirit Award goes to a student that often makes us laugh out loud and brings a smile to all of our faces from the moment he enters the building. He brings enthusiastic energy with him to class and makes those around him smile and laugh almost constantly. He's always roaming the halls, within limits, saying hello to teachers, high-fiving or fist-bumping, lending a helpful hand, and occasionally making bad jokes. He's active on both the sports fields and in school clubs. He's a great friend to those who are lucky enough to call him such, and that list, I think, includes most of the 8th grade class. Despite all of his joking around and having immense amounts of fun throughout the every day that he's here, this student knows how to focus and get down to work when the time calls for it. And his nearly straight A's this year reflect that. This student absolutely embodies the Team A ethos in everything that he does. Team A teachers are proud to present this year's Team A Spirit Award to Kevin Fabry.
I will now be presenting the first subject area award for ELA. I don't think this year's winner of the Team A ELA award will surprise anyone. This year's recipient is a model student. He participates daily, thoroughly completes all his work, and asks insightful questions. He is an interested learner who is dedicated to learning not just how to improve himself, but also the world around him. He understands that writing can be used not only as a platform to entertain, but to educate. In his civic action letter, he called for more diversity in our school curriculum, saying that the curriculum should not just, quote, be a mirror of the student's identity, but also a window to other students' identities. At the beginning of the year, the first big writing assignment was to write a narrative, a story about whatever they wanted. This student wrote a thrilling adventure that involved traveling to the quantum realm in order to change reality and save the world. After writing himself into the story as the protagonist, Dr. Chines, the narrator concluded the story by explaining that if humanity could work together, they would, quote, blossom into a future as a peaceful, humble species. I have no doubt, Nathaniel, that you will one day become a doctor. And though you may not travel to the quantum realm, I believe you will play a part in helping humanity blossom into a peaceful future. Please join me in congratulating this year's Team A ELA Award winner, Nathaniel Chines.
Okay, hi again now for the Math Award. But first, let me just say how proud I am to have worked with this great group of kids. And because I am a numbers guy, math teacher, I have brought the receipts. You, as a group, have done over 200,000 grade level and above math problems this year. 200,000. That is a big, big number. I mean, it's a little less big than the number of problems actually assigned, but still, it's a big, big number. And that big number is why you, as a group, have had so much success. One quick example. In the September diagnostic, 12% of you were in the national top 10, and then came the double-sided do-nows, go, 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 the classwork, the Google Forms every day, the weekly Delta Math, the 200,000. So after all of that, by the June diagnostic, 22% of you are in the national top 10. That's almost 1 in 4, and that's super awesome. Congratulations. And besides that one number, there are literally dozens and dozens of you who have had really successful years in math. Look to your left, look to your right. This is what a successful group of math kids looks like. Continue it into high school. And it's really, really tough to take all that shared success and kind of reduce it all down to one single award. But one is better than none, so we're gonna do it. This student comes from the class we called Duke University. This student did not miss a single test question from November 15th all the way through June. This student was in the top 1% nationally in September, the top 1% nationally in January, the top 1% nationally in June. I actually wrote that sentence before the test scores came in, but I knew where they were going, and I was not wrong. This student did not seek attention for being this good. He just worked hard every day. Let me say it again. He just worked hard every day. Because I know you've heard it from me a million times, but nobody on this planet, not one of the 8 billion people here, were born in knowing any of this middle school math. Neither was he. He just worked hard every day. Head down, slight smile, pencil going crazy. And when you saw him work like that, you could kind of see it all. You could kind of see how many hours and years and days he must have worked like that in elementary school, how many hours and years and days he must have worked like that all throughout middle school. And because of that, we have a pretty good idea of how he's going to conduct himself when he gets to high school, working hard every day and continuing to push the bar for achievement in Wakefield higher and higher. Please join me in congratulating Thomas.
That's a tough one to follow. Hello again. 8th grade science is probably one of the hardest courses in middle school. Sorry, math. We asked them, and social studies too, we asked them to synthesize new scientific information, constantly question the world around them. We push students to ask the tough questions and not be satisfied with the simple answers. The seeds of this journey are planted very early on in a young child's life, in those thousands of questions that you all are aware of that young children love to ask. As teachers, we just cultivate that. We help them grow, and we hope that we can guide them just a little bit in the right direction to find the answers. The winner of this year's Team A Science Award participates regularly, supports and encourages success in those around her. She's an absolute rock star student in every single one of her classes, and one whom I'm sure will one day be amazing at whatever she does, whether that's in the sciences or other fields. I have no doubt that she'll keep asking the tough questions. I'm honored to present this year's Team A Science Award to Annabeth Gorel.
Going to start this speech, as all good history speeches generally begin, with a quote from a U.S. president. President Theodore Roosevelt famously once said, "Speak softly, carry a big stick, you will go far." Now, when he said this, he was not talking about 8th grade middle school. Rather, he was discussing foreign policy and diplomacy, yet his words can be adapted to fit in many different ways and in many different situations. In the modern era and in the context of why we are here today, speak softly and carry a big stick can be viewed as the saying, walk the walk, talk the talk, or in regards to this student, be humble, let your schoolwork, behavior, and actions speak for themselves. Since the beginning of the school year, she quietly, some could say softly, demonstrated academic prowess in social studies. Never once did she brag, never once did she back down from an assignment. Instead, she approached class with confidence, humility, and determination, always going above and beyond at times to make me wonder if she was actually doing her work and not just playing Tetris. One time when I asked her about how she managed to finish her essay in merely a day, she shrugged, smiled, looked at me with a smile and said, "I just really like to write." The student not only proved herself to be a strong student academically, she also proved to be a strong peer, friend, and sister. Throughout the year, she made those around her stronger students, always willing to help her classmates in need, no matter how big or how small an assignment might be. It may appear that she is quieter in the shy sibling, but get the three of them together and it becomes clear that she not only speaks softly, but she indeed carries a big stick. In the hallways, always making the executive decision on plans for the three of them, or if they are indeed going to go to the in-school field trip. Daisy, it has been a pleasure to have been able to teach you, and you have so much to be proud of as you look back on your 8th grade year. More importantly, you have so much more to look forward to, and I know you will accomplish so much and make all of us proud. As I began with the quote, I'm also going to end a quote. It's one of my favorite quotes, and it also happens to be from Teddy Roosevelt. Keep your eyes on the stars, your feet on the ground, and you will go farther. I'm pleased to announce this year's Team A Social Studies Award to Daisy McGurty.
All right. We're up against it, but we'll do it. We'll do it. All right. Every moving on ceremony, the Galvin administration has the distinguished honor of presenting recognition awards that have been named after very special people who have had a connection to the Galvin Middle School. In order for a student to be a recipient of any of these awards, an 8th grader needs to be nominated by a Galvin staff member. After the nominations are collected, a small committee of Galvin staff members meet and discuss each nominee, sharing insight and perspective into the student. These awards have a special place in the traditions here at the Galvin, as this year's recipients will join a long list of past award winners, and their name will be etched on their respective plaques outside the main office. It is truly impressive to be nominated for any of these awards, and we would like to just recognize all the students from Team A who were nominated for any of these awards, the Velardo, Turner, Mullen, or Galvin Award. So I'm going to read all of the students that were just nominated at least, and I'd like you to stand, just stay where you are standing when I nominate, if your name is read, so we can give you a round of applause at the end, okay? Team A students that were nominated for any of these 4 awards, and some were multiple: Emmett Clary, Jack Ellis, Aiden Baronato, Nathaniel Chines, Clara Getty, Annabeth Gorel, Ruby Thomas, Clara Thomas, and Connor Snell. Let's give them a round of applause. You can have a seat. I'm going to ask the 2 other counterparts to come on up for this award presentation. And I'm also going to invite up Diane Turner, who is here. If she wants to, she just rolled her eyes at me. I don't know what to do now. I don't know. Diane, you do whatever you want. Oh, Diane. All right, Diane. All right, so let me give you the whole background to Diane. All right. The Stephen J. Turner Award is named after a beloved member of the Galvin Middle School faculty. He worked with students who faced significant challenges in their lives. Steve fiercely advocated for and never gave up on any of his students, and he helped students overcome obstacles and grow into mature, poised, and resilient young people. To see the growth these students made from Steve's guidance was truly remarkable, and staff members were in awe of Stephen's passion, selflessness, and compassionate nature. He was a mentor, a coach, a teacher, and a trusted adult to countless students, and I, as a student in the Galvin Middle School, remember Mr. Turner. Steve lost his battle with cancer in March of 2001 at the age of 49. As a tribute to the lasting impact Steve made on the Galvin, the rock wall in our gym, which you may have seen, was proudly named after him. When we opened the new building here in 2013, our staff did not rest until the rock wall sign came along with it. I think Mrs. Stevenson was passing the bulldozers to get that sign. A testament to the impact Steve had on his colleagues. Stephen J. Turner Award is given each year to a student who has demonstrated exceptional growth over the 4 years, perseverance through challenges, personal academic achievement, and most importantly, leaving a positive impact on our school community. This award goes to a truly remarkable student whose resilience and dedication have shown brightly throughout his challenging year. Despite facing a profound personal hardship with his younger sister battling cancer, he has consistently demonstrated an unwavering commitment to his education and his peers. Every day, he arrives at school prepared, engaged, and ready to participate fully in every class, never once letting his personal struggles deter his academic efforts. His positive attitude and genuine smile uplift his friends, our staff, and this Galvin community. His reliability and hard work earn the respect of both his peers and teachers, and back in 5th grade, he showcased his creativity by making an opening clip for our Get Up Galvin. If you remember the Get Up Galvin, he created a screencast for us. He plays the cello in the orchestra, is an honor roll student, and has displayed incredible bravery, strength, and selflessness in never asking for extra time, despite the burden he carries. And it is with great admiration we recognize Jack Ellis for the Stephen J. Turner Award. You ready? They're all over there. All right, 8th graders, you ready? All right, here we go. During the presentation of the moving on certificates, we will read 10 students' names at a time. Once a student's name is read, that student will stand at their seat. Once the last student's name is read, all 10 students will exit their row on their right, walk up to receive their certificate, and then line up to be congratulated by Mrs. Webb. At this time, family members will have the opportunity to capture a photo of our honored students. After a few seconds, our students will make their way to their seats, and we'll begin recognizing the next 10 8th graders. At the conclusion of our ceremony, we will dismiss our 8th graders one row at a time, and they will proceed out to the front of our building, the community lobby out there, and we respectfully ask that everyone just makes their way to that spot, but let the students leave first, okay? Here we go. Jocelyn, are you ready? You sure? All right, you start us. All right, here we go. Jocelyn Alcorn. Joel Alonzo Dolmo. Arvid Angrish. Shay Barker. Connor Bates. Aiden Baronato. Jesse Bernarnelli. James Brogna. Michael Brown. Jay Burns. Guys, I put the line there for you. You told me to do that. You're not even using it. They were like, put the line there. All right. Ava Caggiano, Alexis Caraballo, Catalina Che, Nathaniel Chines, Ryan Clare, Emmett Clary, Grace Copson, Ryan Curtis, Cameron DeLalis, Rohit Dulapati. We'll give him a minute. Ryan Dodge, Brianna Doran, Riley Doran, Jacob Doucette, Jack Ellis, Paige Erickson, Kobe Esposito, Kevin Fabry, Isabella Fanjoy, Alexa Flynn. Another round of applause. Victor Fraga, Clara Getty, Molly Girardi, Michelle Godding, Annabeth Gorel, Grace Haley, Hope Herlin, William Herzog, David Holenko, Charlotte Holland. It's okay. Tegan Johnson, Addison Jusson, Peter Larrow, Max Levine, Owen Lundy, Olivia Mannanen, Ben Marceau, Gabby Marceau, Cody Marcelin, Daisy McGurdy.
Round of applause.
Juliette McGurdy, Quinn McGurdy, Haley McLennan, Andrew Meadows, Alexa Milligan, Lucy Milski, Caleb Mintz, Daniel Marabello Moore, Sammy Molis, Matthew Mortimer. A round of applause. Brooke Nickerson, Patrick O'Hara, Lila Oates, Jacob O'Terry, David Portillo Soto, Jack Rebele, Dominic Rizzuto, William Robertson, Finn Ryan, Vanessa Santos. Naya Shar, Sama Shar, Joseph Shea, Jenny Silva, Nicholas Skillings, Charlotte Smitley, Connor Snell, George Stanley, Maximilian Steventon, Nathan Suchecki. All right, go now. Clara Thomas, Ethan Thomas, Ruby Thomas, Casey Trainer, Travis Tryon, Ellie Wagner, Nathan Weiner, and Thomas Wong. Yeah. No, stay right there. All right, Ellie. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm 3 minutes over. I want to blame one person. I hope everyone had a great morning. We're going to let the 8th graders leave first, all right? And then they're going to go out to the foyer, all right? And then we do have another group coming in, so we will try to make this pretty efficient. Thank you, parents. Thank you, students. Well done, everyone.